Welcome, folks, to some late night weekend hockey. We are in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada at the Alberta Dome. The Edmonton Dinos welcome in an international foe, the New York Empire, coming off a game last night in Calgary where New York was underwhelming to say the least. See what they can do here against Edmonton. Edmonton in their alternate black uniforms here tonight. We are off and running, opening draw, won by New York. Here we go. Ryba cutting in. Denied there by Rye. It's in his pads, and he will cover that one up. So Daniel Rye in net for Alberta. For Edmonton, whereas Otto Anderson will be in net for New York at the other end. Rask got the start last night, but was pulled. And they score right away. Caesar Clarkson with the takeaway and pokes it by Daniel Rye. So an unassisted goal here for Caesar Clarkson. As he loses the draw, but then just sort of drives on the puck, pokes it away from the defenseman, and we're going to have a penalty upcoming here. So Edmonton quickly in trouble here at home. Vladimir Rescu now will sit for a couple minutes. The trip there on Ryba. So Edmonton quickly, already down 1-0 on the goal by Caesar Clarkson. Now finds themselves on the kill just 40 seconds into this game. Faceoff will be won by New York. Westbrook on the backhand. Gets it over to Clarkson. Clarkson in front, denied by Rye. And they'll be able to clear it. Will Edmonton. Picked up by Henanen, up to Ryba, now Westbrook. Westbrook across the red line, continues. He'll drag through, and Alexiev will take it away. Bionde flips it into his own bench there, along the far boards. Face off there, it'll be O'Zul's with it. O'Zul's able to flip it out. Minute 20 left here. Henanen gets it up ice to Kovalov. Now to Barron. Neil Barron on the attack on the far boards. Hit hard there by Janovic. O'Zul's will take it, and he'll get it all the way out for the Dinos. Rayo Henanen up to Kovalov. Over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov up ice to Barron. Barron skating in on the far boards. He's bumped there by Janovic. Janovic will take it. We'll get it to Campbell. Campbell unable to clear, though. Back to the middle. Henanen tries to get it down low, and that shot gets blocked off. And then a shot on net twice there, and denied both times by Rye. Puck is flipped the length of the ice. We sit now with just 20 seconds left here on the New York power play. Vladimir Rescu ready to return. Campbell will clear that one. Paul will pick it up right at the New York bench. With just 5 seconds left here on the power play. Ryba sticked away there as he entered the zone. On it there. And now Edmonton able to kill off the penalty, so they'll keep it a one-goal game. So we're now 3 minutes in to the first period here from Edmonton. New York in Calgary last night was shut out through most of the game against Calgary's backup, scoring a goal late to make it 6-1 against the Stallions. Edmonton with a few nights off, they're now find themselves here at home. This is the battle between the two fourth-place teams here tonight. Durant gets that shot blocked away, and now Westbrook will skate away. Tito Westbrook being watched there. Continues through, goes behind the net to Clarkson. Clarkson with the goal tonight. Ryba on his backhand to Clarkson. Can't get a shot away, and then puck ends up on the stick of Westbrook, and it was blocked away by Daniel Rye. Barney Simonson now up ice. He'll go across the blue line over to Durant. Durant gets it poked away. Barney Simonson, first one on it. He'll be pressed there against Hollenbeck. Puck will be kicked deep. Picked up by Ryba. He'll be met there. And now it'll be sent out of the New York zone to neutral ice. Clarkson pressed to the boards there. Poisaris will have it. Garrett Poisaris stops up. Gets it over to Langenberg. Langenberg scores! Diedrich Langenberg with a shot. Fires it past Otto Anderson. And just like that, the Dinos are on the board here tonight. $14:25 here in the first, and we are already all square at one apiece between the Dinos and the Empire. Bassani will get bumped there by Lindholm. Puck comes out of the zone. They'll go cross ice to Beyonde. Now Basile Bassani will into the zone. Bassani bumped off there. Joseph Michelson cross into the blue line, and now he'll flip it in. Petrovic pressed to the boards there by DiFilino. Poisaris will try to carry it out. He'll go up ice to Bassani. Bassani across the blue line to Poisaris. Poisaris on the backhand. Now a shot, and it goes wide. Great opportunity there. This fourth line seeing to get something working here. Puck comes up to Beyonde. Now Langenberg down low again. Doesn't get a shot away. And Anderson will cover that as it comes weakly on net to him. So again, these two teams fourth place in their respective divisions. Edmonton at 15 points finds themselves 9 points back of Montreal in third. New York, though, at 18 points is just 2 back of Chicago. So a regulation win here for New York would now put them back into third place as they continue to jockey for position there with Chicago. Both of them chasing Minnesota currently in that second spot in the America Division. Face off now to the right of Rye. Beyonde has the puck for Edmonton. He'll go up ice to Alexiev. Alexiev will skate. He'll get the red line, get it over to Ozuls. Ozuls couldn't get it over to Kovac cutting to the net. Oh, Kovac would have had a great opportunity in on Otto Anderson. Ozuls with it. He'll cross the blue line and flip in deep. Puck on the stick of Alexiev. Tries to jam it short side, and Anderson hugging the post there, able to come up with the save. 11:29 here left in the first. Durant against Clarkson. Durant against Clarkson now. Durant wins it back. Olfsson. Vladimirescu, it'll be taken away. Clarkson will have it. Cesar Clarkson across the line. Ryba tries to drag through, and he's bumped off the puck. Puck is loose, comes to the corner to Kovalov. Ryba to the point to Holenbeck. He'll walk down, get a shot. That's blocked. Puck is there at the blue line and kept in by New York. Hennanen, he'll lose the puck now. Vladimirescu with the takeaway. Vladimirescu pauses, retreats, looks to get up ice, and it's taken away. Up ice to Simonson. He'll lose the puck. Clarkson there gets hit hard. Vladimirescu will have it. He'll lose the puck. Ryba with it behind the net. Kovalov unable to get anything going. Durant now skates away. Durant to Simonson. Simonson to the red line. Retreats and flips in. Kovalov goes off the back of the net. Puck hops in the air. Campbell holds it in. Gets it back to Janovich. He'll lose it there. Janovich then with the takeaway. Ralph Sorensen now down low. He's pressed to the corner by Clarkson. Sorensen up high to Campbell. Shot gets blocked to the corner. Holenbeck will get on that. 9 minutes left here in the first period. Good continuous action here from the Empire and the Dinos. Ryba blocked away by Rye. Puck comes to the corner. Ryba out in front. Can't get a shot away. Janovich with the takeaway. Ben Campbell now on the attack for Edmonton. Comes in 2-on-4. Shot blocked. Doesn't get anywhere close to the net. Nash to DiFilino. DiFilino just outside the blue line decides to flip in. Olfsson on it. Joel Olfsson turns. Flips it up ice to Stafford Spears. Stafford Spears to Campbell. Campbell goes up ice to Ozuls. Ozuls across the red line now enters the zone. Philip Ozuls back to Olfsson. Olfsson with room. Shot blocked. Then McCoy doesn't get the shot away. So 2 pretty good opportunities, but neither get on net to Anderson. New York able to collapse. Keep that puck from getting to the net. In front. DiFilino couldn't get a shot away. DiFilino behind the net. Gets it to Michelson. He's unable to get to the net front. Ozuls carries it out of the zone for Edmonton. He'll continue to carry. Cross the blue line of New York, then lose it. Jimmy Krause now on it for New York. Krause hit to the boards there by Stafford Spears. Yura Kovac will skate to the corner in his own zone. Get it up ice to Alexiev. Alexiev puts on the brakes, then loses the puck to Krause. Bowden on it. Over to Paul. Paul to Krause. Krause will enter the zone. Looking for McIntyre. Feeds it back. Was looking for Lindholm, but Bassani intercepts. Bassani now. Just on sides was Langenberg. Bassani shot deflected just wide. Paul now pressed to the boards there by Bassani. They'll continue to battle away. Edmund Paul away. And will be flipped in. First one back there is Stafford Spears. He'll go up ice to Bassani. Now to Poisaris. Here Poisaris across the blue line. Poisaris continues over to Bassani. Down low Langenberg with a goal early in the night. Tried to jam away and couldn't get it to go. He'll be pressed behind the net there by Kuznetsov, and Romainders will take it away. Westbrook now with it. Tito Westbrook to Emil Barron. Emil Barron stops up. Gets to the net front. Romainders shot doesn't get through. Picked up there by Ricky Durant. He'll retreat and then go cross ice to Olfsson to Stafford Spears. Darian Stafford Spears to Basile Bassani. Gets it poked away. Puck will continue down in the corner. One-timer by Durant, and it's blocked away. Kuznetsov being watched by Durant. Gets it across to Crew. Now Tito Westbrook. He'll get it up to Emil Barron. Emil Barron across the blue line. Sticked away. Barron still with it. Looks to get to the front. Westbrook. Shot blocked away. Comes on net to Rye after a deflection, and now Petrovic will have it. Stafford Spears up to Vladimirescu just onside. Vladimirescu bumps Hennon in, but unable to pick up the puck. Under 2.5 minutes left here in the first period. 1-1 on the strength of a goal from Clarkson and Diedrich Langenberg. To make this a 1-1 game, puck will be flipped in by Edmonton. They'll go off for a change, though. Easy pickup for Hollenbeck as he turns. Michelson will flip in. Puck comes all the way down to Biondi. Puck still loose there. Biondi will have it again. Comes on net to Rye. He kicks it away. Sorensen will have it. Ralph Sorensen now. Up ice. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell across the blue line over to McCoy. Conrad McCoy. Shot. Kicked away by Otto Anderson. And then Campbell will force it on net and get the stoppage there. Face off now. Sorensen against Clarkson. Under a minute left here in the first period. Clarkson able to pull it away with a clean win. Up to Hollenbeck to Kovalov. Kovalov will flip in. Puck comes all the way through to Westerman at the far side. Far corner jostled for there. And now Clarkson up to Hennonen to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck back to Hennonen. Down low to Kovalov. Shot on net. Ryba blockered away. And now McCoy will get it up ice to Westerman. Westerman turns it over. Sorensen will have it. Sorensen behind the net. Loses it to Clarkson. Then Clarkson gets hammered by Sorensen. Up high to Hennon in New York. Oh, and they didn't realize the clock was ticking down. So the horn will sound. And that'll send us to the first intermission. A 1-1 game. Goals by Clarkson. And this one right there by Langenberg over the blocker of Otto Anderson. Get us to a 1-1 game. We'll head to the first intermission and be back to the Alberta Dome right after this.
Stay alert at all times when the game is in play.
All right, quick break, and we are right back to the Alberta Dome. I am Les Talk. Happy to be joining you folks here from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, in a 1-1 game as we enter the middle frame here between New York and Edmonton. Opening draw of the second period, won away by New York. Flip deep there, and now Petrovic for Edmonton will get it out to Simonson. Simonson legs at the zone, enters to Durant. Durant on his backhand, can't get a shot away. Tried to get it back to the forehand, and Hennonen disrupt that. Clarkson now, the lone goal for New York. Carries to the corner, has it behind the net, gets it in front to Kovalov, denied by Rye. Puck is loose near that blue paint, and Petrovic unable to get it out though. He's looking to just flip it all the way down ice, and it was kept in there. Kovalov now in the corner, bumped there by Stafford Spears. Kovalov will have it again. Ryba kicked away by Rye, and he'll get a glove on that and scoop it up there. Minute and a half gone here in the second. The Dinos rocking their alternate blacks here tonight. Very slick jerseys. I like them. Very fierce looking Dino there on the chest there of these gentlemen here tonight. Vladimirescu now across the blue line, loses it to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck gets it up to Barron. Barron now will go on the attack at the far boards. Looking for an outlet. He'll lose the puck there. Waiting for a decision to be made. He loses it. Kuznetsov now with it for New York. Kuznetsov walks down, shot. And Rye able to get a glove on that. He'll keep play going. Durant will have it. It'll exit the zone over to Simonson. Simonson retreats. Simonson then loses it. Petrovic will have it. He'll feed it up to Durant. Now Vladimirescu. Vladimirescu with a shot. Knocked down by Anderson. Comes back on net, and Anderson will hold right there. Face off now coming to the left of Anderson. Hennonen will win that, or Hennonen will have it. He'll feed it up to Michelson. Michelson will flip in. Olsen now with it. Up to McCoy. McCoy bumped there. Goes across ice to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck Will be flipped in again by New York. They'll try to go on the forecheck. Janovic with it. Janovic loses the puck. It'll come out of the zone, but DiFolino right back in. McCoy then with a takeaway. Slick takeaway there by Conrad McCoy. Up ice. McCoy gets hammered there along the near boards. Flips it over to the corner. Hollenbeck will have it. McCoy now back to his skates. Nash waiting, looking for a trailer, it looked like. Unable to find anybody. He's pressed to the boards by Olsen. Campbell will dig that one out for Edmonton. Puck up ice. McCoy. McCoy trying to cut through, and the puck will exit the zone. Janovic able to beat Bowden to the puck. Then he turns it over to Michelson. McIntyre in. Bowden going to the net. Bowden, oh, he tried to get it across to Michelson, and it was broken up. Great defensive play there by Edmonton. Now Alexiev. He's got a 2-on-1 with Campbell. Campbell shot gets blocked. Campbell again. Alexiev doesn't get a shot away at the side of the cage. Over to Campbell. Shot denied by Anderson, and he'll hold right there. Face off now to the left of Anderson. Won by Ottawa. Biondi will walk down. Knocked away. Oh, and then a great save by Anderson. Kovac looking to hammer home the rebound. And he was denied by Anderson. A great save there by the Empire goaltender. Face off now to be won by New York. Lindholm with it. Lindholm will go up ice to Krause. Krause across the blue line. Carries in. Krause shot. Kicked away by Rye. In front, Bowden. He's bumped off the puck. Jura Kovac now with it. Alexiev. Oh, it's a 2-on-1 here for Edmonton. Ozul's going to the net. In front. Ozul scores! So a great sauce pass from Alexiev. Perfectly sets up Philip Ozul's. And he buries it. Right there past Otto Anderson. So Anderson had a great stop on Kovac just moments ago. This time he's unable to get it from post to post, and he is beaten by Philip Ozul. Shot will be knocked down there in front of Anderson. Lindholm will have it. Lindholm with quite a bit of skating room, being chased there. He's got Clarkson going to the net. Goes back to Paul. Paul down to Ryba. Denied by Rye. And he will hold right there at the side of the cage. Face off now. Clarkson against Langenberg. It'll be one back to Paul. Lindholm will lose the puck there. Lindholm skates down over to Kovalev. Kovalev tries to get to the front of the net. Knocked off his stick. It'll come wide of the cage. Langenberg will have it. Up to Poisaris. Poisaris will turn. Go cross ice to Westerman. Westerman gets it up ice to Langenberg. Langenberg across the blue line. Langenberg continues to carry. Gets in front. Oh, and it's denied there. Bassani on the back end. He scores! So just like that, the depth of Edmonton here. Basile Bassani buries it past Otto Anderson, and it is now 3-1 here at the Alberta Dome, and the fans loving it here from their Dinos. Face-off will be taken by New York. Ryba with it, goes up to Kovalov. This top line now out for New York, needing something here. Kovalov will skate to the corner, he'll lose the puck. Kovalov out in front, unable to get anything there. Simonson had it, and it'll come out of the New York zone. Paul will retreat as the forwards go off for a change. Lindholm will be tripped up. So a penalty coming up here. Vladimir Escu going to be guilty again of a penalty here on the trip. So New York finds themselves now trailing by 2 with an opportunity to get it back, to cut this lead in half, back to a 1-goal game. Face off now to the left of Rye. Clarkson unable to win that one. Olsen now will look to clear for Edmonton, and he will. Flips all the way down. In Westbrook. Carried across. Westbrook down low. He scores! So a loose puck. I'm not sure exactly how it got through. It looked like it just hopped over the pad of Rye. I don't know when Westbrook got a piece of it, or if he did get a piece of it. They are going to count it for Westbrook. So a power play goal to Tito Westbrook makes it now a 3-2 game. Here as we had just crossed the halfway point of this game. here in the second period. Olsen tries to dish it out in front, and Anderson, it'll come on net to him, and he'll take it away. Face off now, Sorensen against Westbrook. Sorensen wins it back to Olsen. Now Janovic to Campbell. Campbell gets it sticked away, and Barron will take it up to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov across the blue line. Kuznetsov continues, feeds it back. Westbrook shot goes way wide of the cage, was deflected. Up high to Holenbeck. Barron to Kuznetsov. Puck lost behind the net. Kuznetsov back on it. Westbrook will not be able to sneak that one past Daniel Rye. 8:47 left here in the second. 3-2 game in favor of the Dinos here in Edmonton. Face off now to the right of Rye. Nash able to kick it back. Hennanen walks down to Michelson. Too deep to get a shot away. Nash, shot glove by Rye. And he will hold that one right there. Now to the left of Rye this time. New York with some good pressure after falling down 3-1. They're having great pressure here. Nash in front, tries to get it down low, and Olsen will intercept. Ricky Durant away. Durant over to Simonson. Simonson with quite a bit of room. Back to Durant. Oh, and a blocker save by Anderson. Great stop. Durant tried to get it over to Simonson, and it was intercepted by Holenbeck. DiFolino will flip in. Olsen, the first one on it. Olsen gets it up to Durant. Goes cross ice to Vladimirescu. Vladimirescu to the red line and in. Holenbeck has it there behind the cage. Vladimirescu out in front to Durant. Oh, and he can't get the shot away. Good stick there. I think that's Rayo Hennanen that he was battling with. Durant now with a chance. Shot blocked away. Michelson able to clear it out to Nash. Nash unable to get it through the blue line. Michelson now will carry in. Goes back to Ryba. Ryba to Michelson. Back to Ryba. Can't get a shot away. Puck is loose there. And now a power play for Edmonton. So a slash in all that midst to Joseph Michelson. So he will be guilty of a slash and head to the box. Face off now. Langenberg against McIntyre. It'll be one back. Westerman to McCoy. Unable to get anything through. Lindholm will have it. Lindholm will flip in. Puck skips. Hits the end boards there. And first one down there is Kraus. Kraus digging away at it. There are a few Dinos. And now Westerman will come away with it. Langenberg up ice to McCoy. McCoy hit hard there just inside the blue line by Lindholm. Puck comes out of the zone and Poiseris comes in off sides. So McCoy very slow to get up there too. Lindholm lays the wood there on Conrad McCoy. Langenberg against McIntyre. Langenberg wins it back. Westerman across the blue line. He'll lose the puck there. Lindholm with a good stick. Kraus unable to get it out. Poiseris keeps in. Poiseris over to Westerman. Puck is loose there in the blue paint, and Anderson able to dive on top of that and get a stoppage. 5:34 left here in the second. Edmonton with a 3-2 lead on the visiting Empire. The Empire with a road trip out here to Western Canada do not want to come away 0-2 with the loss last night to Calgary. Loss here to Edmonton would be hugely detrimental to the Empire and their early playoff hopes. McCoy across the blue line. Hit hard there. Westbrook will have it. Westbrook will go off the boards and out. Puck will come all the way down. It'll come to Petrovic. Poiseris now with it. Poiseris goes up ice to McCoy. McCoy hit hard there. Hennanen now with it. Hennanen goes off the boards and out. Ryba with it. Jamie Ryba back to Westbrook. Tito Westbrook unable to get through. Diedrich Langenberg will have it. Langenberg goes all the way up ice to McCoy. It's sticked away for a second. McCoy turns. Goes deep. Holenbeck will have it. Holenbeck gets it out. Westerman now with it. Westerman goes up ice. Simonson now to Sorensen. Sorensen tried to get it in front to Simonson and it was disrupted. So that'll do it for the power play. Michelson joins his team back out on the ice after a great penalty kill. Michelson bumped off the puck. Simonson will have it. Westerman then loses it behind the net. Lindholm up high. DiFolino to Michelson. Michelson skates to the middle and Rye stops him there. 3:33 left here in the second. 3-2 for the home team. Edmonton with a win here would get their 6th win on the season. Get themselves up to 18 points, which is exactly where New York stands. Face off now between Durant and Nash. Nash wins it, but Stafford Spears picks it up for Edmonton off the hit. Durant with it now in his own zone, right above the circles. Vladimirescu will flip in. 3 minutes left here in the second period. A very hotly contested game here. Very well played game, I would say, from both these teams. Goaltending has been on par for what you would expect from a PIHANA game. Honestly, there hasn't been a lot of, I would say, mistakes that have led to goals. Been a lot of great offensive play. Clarkson denied there. Oh, and the puck right there at the goal line, but the net comes off the moorings. So I'm curious, this is now a little meta talk. Does the puck automatically stop in the game when the net is off its moorings? Because that's odd for the puck to have stopped right there when it looked like it was loose. So I'm just very curious. I mean, you see it when it's in stoppages, like it still will glide across the ice. But I'm very curious if that's programmed in, because that looked like it should have gone in, but as it was knocked off, it was still, I don't know. That's just me thinking out loud on what the code says, or how they programmed that specific situation. Olsen now up to Ozuls, and honestly, they probably didn't even put any thought into it. It's just something that maybe they continued from other things that they've programmed into the game. Alexiev now to the middle, to Ozuls, glove down by Anderson. Puck was loose there in front of the blue paint. Now it'll be taken away. Under a minute left here. Clarkson will flip in. First one back there is Olsen. Joel Olsen looking to skate up ice. He'll be bumped off by Kovalov. Ryba down low to Clarkson. Pad save by Rye. Able to get a glove on that before Ryba crashes the net there. Face off now. Ozuls against McIntyre. Ozuls able to kick it back. Janovic over to Ozuls. Now Kovac with it. Kovac along the far boards gets it to Alexiev, cutting to the middle. Alexiev still with it. Alexiev glove by Anderson. Actually goes off his glove and goes to the boards there. Lindholm to Paul. They'll continue to play catch, and that'll do it. The horn sounds. So a great second period here from Edmonton. We sit 3-2. The Dinos in favor of the Empire right now. Here's the Westbrook goal. Yeah, just sort of... Oh no, that was the one. So it did literally stop right there on the goal line. That's crazy. Anyway, we're going to head to our second intermission and be back with you folks for the start of a great third period coming up from Alberta. All right, quick break, and we are right back at it, folks. Here at the Alberta Dome in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The Dinos lead 3-2 on the visiting New York Empire. Battle between two fourth-place teams as they look to get some momentum going, as the first month of the season is about to come to an end. See if they can get things rolling again to get back into those playoff positions. Both teams find themselves a ways away right now, but a win here tonight would get them a lot closer to what they need. Simonson carries to the middle. Kovalov will take it away. Ryba now will get it up ice. Ryba across the blue line. Jamie Ryba continues to carry. Kovalov denied by Rye, and he'll hold it right there in the blue paint. Face off now to the left of Rye. Durant against Clarkson. Top line still out there. Clarkson wins it back. Hennanen. Shot gets blocked. Ryba up high to Kovalov. Kovalov unable to get that shot through. Vladimirescu will take it away. He'll look to get around Kovalov, but he'll be bottled up, kept in the zone. Ryba then gets it sticked away. And, Stafford Spears had a beat on that, but the defenseman decides to pull up and get back into defensive responsible position. So he looked like he might have had a beat on that to beat, I believe it was Ryba to the puck. Kuznetsov denied by Rye, and he will hold right there. 17:34 of the third. Face off now here. Lindholm loses the puck. Barron tries to feed it across, and Sorensen will take it away. Sorensen across the red line. Now enters the zone. Sorensen sticked away. Westbrook on it. He'll get it up to Kuznetsov. Paul with it. And when Paul goes cross ice, turned over to Sorensen. Ralph Sorensen looking for someone in the middle. Gets it down low to Campbell. Campbell up high to Stafford Spears. Stafford Spears continues with it. Gets it to McCoy. Shot was deflected in front, and Lindholm will knock it down. Barron now with it. Barron tries to get it deep. Gets it to about the circles, and that's it. McCoy trying to slalom through. He's unable to. Lindholm up to Michelson. Michelson bottled up at the red line. Campbell retreats. Gets it over to McCoy. McCoy on the attack. McCoy trying to get around the defenseman. Unable to. Puck gets sent deep to the corner, and DiFolino picks it up. DiFolino out of his own zone up to Nash. 5 minutes gone here in the third period. 3-2 still now. Penalty coming up. O'Zools, are they going to call him for charging? Yep. So a charge on Philip O'Zools. He will take a seat for the Dinos. New York will continue this road trip. They'll get a day off of travel, and then they'll be headed into Minnesota. So American Division matchup there that looms large for this Empire, as that's the team they are currently chasing. Stop there by Rye. Paul with it now behind the net. He'll kick it free. It'll come up to Barron. To the point to Holenbeck. To the wing to Kovalov, and it's knocked away. Jurek Kovac for Edmonton. He'll get it out. Edmonton, on the other hand, will play the second game of a back-to-back tomorrow night, as they welcome in the Boston Yachts to town. Then they'll get a day off and play Chicago here at home. They're in a, a 4-game homestand are the Dinos. This is game one of that 4-game homestand. They'll play all American teams on that 4-game homestand. And now another penalty to the Dinos. Fans unhappy with the call here, as it is Alexiev that's guilty. So 2 third-liners here tonight. Alexiev and O'Zools going to be guilty of penalties here. Alexiev, this one. Yeah, I don't totally see a lot there. Looks like he's bumping Barron, and then his stick comes up. Either way, going to be a 5-on-3 for a little over a minute for New York. Great opportunity for the Empire to even take the lead here. Kuznetsov, he scores! What a snipe. Alexei Kuznetsov on the power play. So back-to-back power play goals, Westbrook and Kuznetsov. This game has gone from a 3-1 lead for Edmonton to all square, and they still have just about 2 minutes of power play time. Here does New York. They'll be on just a single-man advantage. Ryba sticked away by Janovic. Janovic can't clear it, though. Pressed there by Ryba. Puck sent up the boards, and now it'll be O'Zools. O'Zools able to get it out of the zone barely, so it just creeps over that blue line. Now in the neutral zone. Ryba, oh, he's hammered by Joel Olofsson. What a shot there. Holy cow. Rayo Heinonen gets it up ice. Now it'll be Clarkson. Clarkson then gets rammed into by Janovic. Olofsson able to clear that puck all the way down. Minute remaining on the power play. Westbrook with a power play goal already tonight. Westbrook denied in front. And now Ryba. That one will be kicked away by Rye. Janovic up ice to Bassani, and he'll get it out. So New York's goals coming from Clarkson, Westbrook, and Kuznetsov. So fairly top-line guys. I know Kuznetsov technically plays on the second line, and Westbrook is the second line as well. And then Clarkson buries that one there. So as I'm talking about it, Cesar Clarkson. So now that's 3 straight power play goals for New York, and they take the lead here with 12:35 left in the third. So some poor penalties. I'll be honest, the Alexiev penalty I didn't agree with. I know it looks like he gets his stick up, but I don't think he actually makes any contact with the New York Empire there. I believe it was Barron. Now Alexiev will skate away. Edmonton now find themselves trailing once again, looking to get this thing back to square. Holenbeck up to Michelson, now Nash. Nash sticked away. Sebastian Nash in. Over to Michelson. Oh, what a glove stop by Daniel Rye. Great opportunity to make this a 5-3 game, and it was denied there by Daniel Rye. New York dominating with shots on goal, 30-18. They now have the lead on the Dinos here. Durant against Nash. One there. Holenbeck goes cross ice to Heinonen. Now DiFolino. DiFolino loses the puck. It'll be Petrovic. He'll get it up to Vladimirescu. Vladimirescu across the blue line, sticked away. Joseph Michelson being watched there. Puck comes up to Nash. Nash goes cross ice. Holenbeck will get bumped there, and now Sebastian Nash will have it. Sebastian Nash continues. He'll try to get the puck down low, and it's sticked away. Heinonen. DiFolino. Blocker save there by Rye. And now Simonson will have it. Barney Simonson carries to the corner. Will continue to skate. He'll have it now behind the net. Simonson over to Vladimirescu. He scores! So just a little flip from Tudor Vladimirescu. A 4-4 game here between these two fourth-place teams. So 4, the number of the day, apparently. Maybe that means we're going to play a fourth period here tonight. We'll see. We're 9:46. Puck will go into the Edmonton bench. So we'll have a face-off just outside the Edmonton zone. .9:44 left. Hits in favor of Edmonton at the moment, 30-24. Holenbeck up ice. Turned over there. McIntyre now to Krause. Krause with some room. That one will go off a skate and go to the end board. Stafford Spears with it. Loses the puck. It's at the side of the cage, so Ryle will just jump on that and quit any chaos from happening there. Durant against McIntyre now, 9-12. Face off one there. Heinonen up to Holenbeck. Now Krause doesn't get the shot away. Simonson will have it. He'll twirl behind his own net. Stop for a second. Look to get it up ice. He will to Stafford Spears. Stafford Spears turns it over though. This fourth line going on the attack. Heinonen up high. Shot doesn't get through. Simonson to Petrovic. Over to Durant. Durant to the red line. Loses it. McIntyre now in. He'll get it sticked away by Petrovic. Vladimirescu will have it. Tudor Vladimirescu. Stopped up there. Sorensen. He'll lose the puck then as looked like he had a step there, but then loses it. Heinonen up ice to Bowden. Bowden will flip in. Puck back there with Petrovic. Petrovic kicks it up ice. Holenbeck tries to get to the front of the net. Campbell will take it away. Holenbeck with it. Loses it there. Ryba kicked away. They score! So Sly Kovalov crashing the net there. Gives the go-ahead goal to the New York Empire. So they lead now 5-4. It was 3-2 for Edmonton coming into the period. Now 3 goals in the third, 2 of them being power play goals. Makes this a 5-4 lead. Under 7 minutes left for Edmonton to get another goal to come back here. Sorensen, that shot doesn't get through. Lindholm will take it away. Clarkson up ice. Clarkson will continue. One-timer by Ryba, and it's denied by Rye. .5-4 here in Edmonton. 6:24. Face off to the right, or excuse me, to the left of Daniel Rye. Puck is loose, and now Janovich will have it. He'll get it up to Sorensen. Sorensen approaching 6 minutes left here. Clarkson hammered there. Kovalov tries to enter the zone. He's met there by Alexiev. The 2 Russians will go to war there. Janovich now pressed to the boards by Kuznetsov. Excuse me. Puck comes free. Paul to Westbrook, denied there. Rebound was available and now taken away by, I believe that was Petrovic. Oh no, it was Janovich. Excuse me. Tito Westbrook in front. Oh, kick save by Rye. Great opportunity for Tito Westbrook to get his second goal on the board. Under 5 now. Left here in Edmonton. O'Zools with a goal earlier tonight. Tries to get it to the front to Campbell. Puck goes away. Will come to the near corner. Lindholm with it. Up ice. Turned over. O'Zools skating in. Over to Campbell. Back to O'Zools. He's denied by Anderson. Looked like if O'Zools could have held on to that for a second longer, he'd have had Anderson out of position and would have tucked it away, but he fires it right away after getting the puck back. And Anderson square to that shot. Stops it there. So 5-4 here. Edmonton on the pursuit of a game-tying goal here late in the third. 4 minutes now. Alexiev tried to go, and it was poke checked by Anderson. And that'll be a penalty there. Is that Kovac? I didn't get a look at the number. It is Jura Kovac. So he will sit for 2. An easy slash to call. He He actually tried it once, didn't get called, and then did it one more time, and they weren't going to let him get away with it there. Yeah, you can see it. Tries once, tries again, and then is very guilty of it. So 3 of 4 on the power play is New York. Their last 3 power plays have been the successful ones, and they'll look to now get a 2-goal lead here. Under 4 minutes left here in the third period. In front, stop there, toe save by Rye. Bionde will get it out. Holenbeck now back on it. He'll look to get it up ice. He'll turn it over to Sorensen. Simonson will get it outside the zone. He'll skate in the neutral zone and then flip it all the way down. Under 3.5 minutes left here. Paul up ice to McIntyre. McIntyre trying to skate across. Gets the puck over to Kovalov, and it goes wide of the cage. Westerman pressed there by McIntyre. Kick to the corner. Simonson on it. He'll go off the glass, and it'll ride all the way down to the other end. Paul up ice to Kovalov. Kovalov now to Barron. Emil Barron cross ice to McIntyre. McIntyre sticked away. Barron, glove by Rye, and he will hold right there. Clarkson now against Alexiev. 45 seconds left here on the power play for New York. Clarkson wins it. Heinonen to Ryba. Ryba skates. He'll lose the puck. Now Kuznetsov on it. Kuznetsov shot denied by Rye, and he'll hold right there. 2:32 now left here in the third. Edmonton desperately needing this kill as time continues to wind down. 35 seconds left on the power play. New York with 17 shots in this third period to Edmonton's 2, and Edmonton still has scored a goal on one of those 2. They're going to need more than that to get this game tied here tonight. 15 seconds left on the power play. We approach the 2-minute mark of this third and final period. Janovic takes it away. Joel Olofsson will get it out. That'll end the power play. So now, 1:50, 5-on-5. New York trying to hold on to this 1-goal lead on the road and salvage this Canadian Western road trip. Stop there, and Rye will glove that. So 1:26 now is all that's left for Edmonton to try to get things back to even. Again, Edmonton entered the period leading 3-2, and they've given that up. Now trail 5-4. They were trailing 4-3. They got it back to square on a goal by Vladimirescu. Now they need one more from somebody. They don't care who, anybody, to get this game even at 5 apiece. Durant now, a minute left. Goes cross ice to Simonson. Simonson, shot gets blocked. Heinonen will have it now. He'll feed it all the way up ice to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov carries in. Gets bumped off the puck for a second. Kuznetsov now to Westbrook. Just goes wide. Kuznetsov back on it on the backhand. Tries to stuff it, and Rye denies that one. 40 seconds now left in Edmonton's night. Simonson will continue. There goes Rye. Puck is lost there. Kuznetsov with an empty net ahead of him. Kuznetsov, oh, and he loses the puck just inside the blue line. Simonson has it up to Vladimirescu. Vladimirescu with some room. Tries to cut through, and Heinonen will take that one away. Heinonen to Barron. Barron with a shot. Not on net. 20 seconds now. Last chance here for Edmonton. Westerman has it. Gets it over to Sorensen. He'll lose it at the blue line. Paul with it. He'll get it up ice to Kovalov. Now to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov! Oh, and it just goes off the post. 8 seconds. Last chance for Edmonton. Last gasp. Campbell in across the blue line. Tries to get it down low. It's knocked out of the air by Holenbeck. Sorensen saved there, and Anderson gets the save to win it. So great action down the stretch, and the Empire with a comeback win here on the road get a 5-4 victory over the Edmonton Dinos. 3 straight power play goals to give them the lead from Westbrook, Kuznetsov, and Clarkson. And then the game winner belongs to Sly Kovalov here tonight in the third period. So enjoy these highlights. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with you for the start of for our post-game stats and information. All right, welcome into our post-game coverage here of the New York Empire come from behind victory over the Edmonton Dinos here at the Alberta Dome in Edmonton. Take a look at the team stats we have in front of us. New York 42 shots to Edmonton's 21. 28 hits, though, for New York. Edmonton heavily outweighing them, 44 tonight for the Dinos. Face-offs go in favor of New York, 26-22. It was the lack of discipline from Edmonton, giving up 5 power plays. New York scores on 3 of them. New York only gave up a single power play in Edmonton, unable to capitalize on that opportunity, and then no shorthanded goals for either side. We'll take a look at the team stats. Cesar Clarkson with a 4-point game tonight, 2 goals and 2 assists, one of them coming on the power play. And then Jamie Ryba, the only multi-point getter with 2 assists. Then our single-point getters, we have Kovalov, Westbrook, and Kuznetsov all with a goal, and then Heinonen and Holenbeck with assists as well. Take a look at some of the plus-minus. +1 for Clarkson and Kovalov. A lot of zeros, and then -1s for Nash, Michelson, Paul, Lindholm, Kraus, DiFolino, and McIntyre, all with dashes here tonight. Forgot I got to do this as well. Remainders, sorry, our no-point getters, Remainders, Barron, Crew, Bowden, Nash, Michelson, Paul, Lindholm, Kraus, DiFolino, and McIntyre. Our shots leaders, we have Westbrook at 8 tonight, Ryba with 7, Clarkson, Kovalov, and Kuznetsov all come away with 5, and then a few others with 2. Our hits leader tonight goes to Victor Lindholm, Gottfried Holenbeck with 5, Lindholm with 6, I should say, Heinonen with 4, Paul with 4, and then Michelson with 3. Otto Anderson, not a great performance as he was not tested a ton by the Dinos. 21 shots against for 17 saves, but all that truly matters in the record books is that goes down as a win for Otto Anderson. So an important win for New York for sure, as it looked like they were scuffling a little bit, especially through the first 40 minutes, but able to come back and get a win in the third period. We'll now take a peek at the Dinos and their stats. Poisaris and Langenberg, the only 2-point getters. Poisaris with 2 assists. Langenberg a goal and an assist. Our single-point getters, we have Bassani, Ozuls, and Vladimirescu with the goal. And then assists to Alexiev, Kovac, Stafford, Spears, and Simonson. So no points for Campbell, Biondi, McCoy, Westerman, Sorensen, Olfsson, Durant, Janovic, and Petrovic. And then our plus-minus lead, they're going to have a lot more because there's so many power play goals for... So +2s to Langenberg, Poisaris, and Stafford Spears. Was there... How many were with a minus? Just Vladimirescu, Campbell, Sorensen, and Janovic with a minus here tonight. Our shots leaders, again, not many. So Langenberg with 4. Ozuls 3, McCoy, Vladimirescu, and Campbell with 2, and then a handful with 1. And then take a peek at the hits. Olsen and Janovic lead the way with 8 each. Ozuls, Alexiev, and Westerman with 4. Stafford, Spears 3, and then another handful at 2. Then the goaltending, Daniel Rye, 42 shots faced. You would have liked to have seen him come up with a few more saves, though, as an .881 save percentage, giving up 5 goals and giving up the lead in that third period. Now, I will say I don't put that all on Rye. I think that's his team in front of him. It gave up so many power plays that, I mean, I don't know what you expect out of a guy. The Kuznetsov one was fired past him. The Westbrook one was a little bit of a fluky one. It just kind of hopped past him. Trying to think of the Clarkson one. I think maybe that's the one you think you'd like him to be able to come up with a stop there. But either way, Rye unable to do so he comes away with an .881 save percentage tonight. So now, some of the goals here from tonight. Head to the first period. We'll take a peek at the Langenberg goal, the first goal of tonight. See it from behind here as Langenberg's going to get it in that slot area and just fire it right over the blocker. Anderson, much, out of position by a mile, it looked like, as he was covering that, what would have been the far post from where the puck was coming from. But Langenberg in the middle, just so much empty net there. Anderson gave up. And then Clarkson. Actually, this was the first goal of the game, I should have said. My fault. Clarkson with a little takeaway off the draw here. He loses the draw. And then with a takeaway right there, and just flips it right on net and beats Daniel Rye. Daniel Rye didn't even really know what had hit him at that point, as his team won the draw, for crying out loud. Basile Bassani with a goal here. Flipped in front. One-timer knocked down, and then Bassani on the backhand just sort of tucks it past the blocker of Otto Anderson for a goal. Philip Ozuls with a great play here by Alexiev, able to flip it in front to Ozuls with a one-timer. Anderson, who had just had a big save right before that, unable to beat or unable to come up with that save. And then Tito Westbrook with a power play goal that made it 3-2. This one again, you'll see it just sort of hop right over the pad there. So a bit of a fluky goal. Rye thought he got a piece of it or got enough of it to keep it in front of him. We'll see it here from the back angle. Yeah, it just sort of trickles right over that pad and goes across the goal line to beat Rye. Oops, that's not what I wanted. And then the third period, let's see, it would have been the Kuznetsov goal. Got us back to even off the face-off win. And Kuznetsov just blisters that one right over the blocker of Rye. Great shot. That's a goal scorer's goal right there from Alexei Kuznetsov. Clarkson cutting in. Again, on the power play, this one, again, maybe the defense, you'd like to see him gap up a little bit more. They just kind of let Clarkson skate right to the middle of the ice. But Rye, I would like to see him come up with a stop here. Yeah, unable to do anything. And then the final goal, the Kovalov game winner here. Polenbeck overshot, stopped there, and then Kovalov crashing the crease there. Able to stick it past Daniel Rye to give the Empire the win here tonight. So that's going to do it for our coverage here on a Saturday night from Edmonton. The final day of the month coming up tomorrow. We have 3 games in store for you folks. We'll start with some Sunday action, some Sunday matinee action, and a big game as the Montreal Mammoths take on the Toronto Royals. That'll be our first game tomorrow night. That'll be in the afternoon, and then 2 evening games with Ottawa at Detroit, and then these same Edmonton Dinos seeing if they can, redeem themselves tomorrow night as they will host the Boston Yachts. So again, Montreal at Toronto, game number 1 in the afternoon, and then 2 games in the evening, starting with Ottawa at Detroit. Ottawa on the second game of a back-to-back. They'll be in Detroit, and then Boston at Edmonton. So thank you so much for joining us here tonight, folks. It has been a pleasure to be with you on another Saturday night of PIHANA hockey. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your night, and we will see you tomorrow for another triple header of PIHANA action. Good night, folks.